Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day wherever you're watching from. Welcome to God Love Life Truth channel. Today I just want to establish a topic that I will treat in future. A very important topic that says let us go to the roots of all this. As you all guys know that my channel, I'm talking about building relationship with God and with your fellow human being. If we have to build relationship with our God and our fellow human being, we have to consider like everything, every aspect of life. And in life there is a root, there is a starting point of life, which is God. That's why I want to talk on a topic. I want us to treat on this topic. Let us go to the roots of all this, the problems, or whatever the challenges that we are facing today as a human. We need to go to the roots of all this. This is one of the topics that I will be talking more about in future. But today, I just want to establish this topic and talk about it briefly because somebody sent me some videos about a lady that was shot by her husband, and people started making their comments, and I said this is not the problem. There is root that cause all this problem, because it's not the first time that somebody have shot her wife, or a wife have killed her husband, or mother killed her children, or whatever. But there is roots to all this, and why I want to talk about it today. After I wrote down this topic, I wash my clothes. I want to hang it outside, and I look at the garden in my house. The tomato has ripened, and I went to pick many of them. So I just took some of them to demonstrate on this topic that I want to establish today, because it's going to be one of the topic that I will treat as many times in my channel in future. This is the tomato that I pick from the garden. Before this tomato come to existence to this, I'm not the one that planted this tomato. My neighbor planted it, but I saw it is many. Sometimes when I want to cook, I try to take it, maybe it's late. But now I just said, let me pick all of them and keep in the kitchen. If anybody that want to cook, they will cook. It's my neighbor that planted this tomato. As you guys know, I don't know if some of you have experienced farming. You know, when you are farming like this tomato, it's just one seed, just one tiny seed that brought results about all these tomatoes. Even this, if you see this tomato, you can see this is the part of the leaf, part of the tree. Like I'm saying about this topic, let's go to the root of all these things that human beings are facing on earth. This tomato, the result of this tomato that you see here, is just one seed that bring about all these results. Just one tiny seed of tomato that my neighbor planted. It creates the tree. It creates the leaves. It creates so many tomatoes. Even from before it become ripe, it was green. That is how the problems that human are facing on earth today is a result of seed or different kinds of seed that people back have planted. Even people now are planting. People now, they are nourishing, they are watering. What I mean by watering, people are supporting all kinds of things: competition, enviness, jealousy, strife, controlling, all kinds of things that leads to somebody doing this, somebody killing his wife, somebody killing his her husband, people controlling, people fighting, people cheating, people deceiving. There are seed that has been planted, and people are supporting that seed. That is why I'm using this tomato, like to demonstrate, to explain some things. I want to show you guys just something in the garden. Like you can see the tomatoes, you see some of these ones have not ripe. You can see I picked the ones that are ripe. You can also see the leaf, the tree. There is root. There is something that trigger or bring about this result of tomato seed, the tree, the plant, and everything. That is the seed. That is what I want to show you guys on this topic that I'm talking about. Is very, very important, because we human beings, we tend to ignore things, and it continue going until we treat all this situation that is facing human being. Until we treat it, nothing will change. Remember in the Bible that Bible said that the harvest is so much, but the laborers are few. So many things has been planted on earth. Are we going to ignore it? How are we going to treat the things that has been planted? What are we going to reap? What are we going to harvest? For us, we are living in earth. So many of us are living on earth. Let me say the earth is the garden. And so many things has been planted. So let us think about this. Let us start thinking about the root of all this that is happening, because it's not first time that somebody shot his wife, or somebody killed her husband, or so many kinds of things are happening. My channel, always, you guys will hear when I said building relationship. Even on my live stream yesterday, I was talking about building. Come, let us build on a different good things. Building and planting is somehow similar, because at the end you see results of a finished product, of a finished plant, of a ready plant to harvest, like this tomato. Everybody should start thinking about what is the root for all this problem. People are crying, they are blaming God, that is because of God that people are suffering. The root of all this is sin, different kinds of sin that somebody see and overlook, that somebody participate, that somebody supported. If we want to build relationship with God, We have to run away from sin, because Bible said it that it's sin that separates us from God, and which you see, which you can read from Bible. The day Adam and Eve disobeyed God, which is like sin, not eating what your father, your God told you not to eat, and you are there, devil deceived, serpent deceived that person, and the person, the Adam and Eve, they eat that fruit in the garden. That is when God separates from human being physical. That is when that relationship that God have always, he always coming to discuss and do some things with Adam and Eve. After they sin, he chased them out of that Garden of Eden. That is when he separates. And that is how sin separates human being from God. And it's seed of sin that is causing problem on earth today. Look at that pastor that killed his wife. He think he can control, he own the woman. Like one of my topic, I said, controlling and power. Nobody own anything. You cannot control anything. If God have not given you authority to do some certain things, you cannot control your fellow human being, like manipulate. This is what people do today, to manipulate their fellow human being to do something, even something that those people don't want to do. In future, there is so many things I'm going to talk about in this channel, because it's about building relationship with your God and your fellow human being. People give money to people to control, manipulate them, to control them to do some certain things they are not supposed to do, that people do and regret. People be in some position at work and in office, in job, in businesses, they use that opportunity, they use that position to manipulate things so that people will worship them, so that people will bow for them, that make human being to lie, even because they want something in your hand, and you have created the way that they have to lie, they have to, deceive you to get it. But if we are thinking of building a authentic relationship with our fellow human being, with God, we will not be deceiving, we will not be lying. But there is roots to this, because some people have made it that others will worship them before they get something from their hand. Because some people have made it that others will eat their shit before they get something from their hand. But that is lie of the devil. I will tell you guys something. All of us need each other. That is why God created human being. He created Eve. He said Eve is a helpmate to Adam. He didn't say a wife. What all of us are on earth are helpmate for each other. Can we all start going back to the roots of the things that is causing problem on humanity? I just want to establish this topic with this tomato that I harvest from my garden. I use it to demonstrate. Like I told you, if you people want to do experiments, you can also plant one seed of tomato and know how many you are going to get, to know that it's a seed. Seed is the root. Plant is the root of a result. Of a result to this tomato. Likewise, seeds, plants, there are something that has been planted in human heart, in human brain, that cause somebody to be maltreating his wife like that, to be treating their fellow human being like that, thinking they own that human being to be in their life. One of the seed is a seed of lie, that people have lied to each other. One of the seed that is causing the problem, or the root that is causing the problem on humanity, is a seed of deception. You guys, please, thank you very much for taking your time to listen. Try to subscribe to my channel. If you want more more of this topic, click like for future, and bring in your comments. Let's discuss further on all this topic. Thank you very much. Take care. Until next time, it's God's love. Bye bye.